gotta play this just right. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sean Layden and Sid Schumann.
Sorry, bud. Hey, Sid. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you could join us here, PlayStation Experience. Thank you so much for coming. Sean.
Is this a furniture convention?
I think we're going to play a game. We're going to kind of move our way back and forth across the different segments here.
Right, and hopefully ending up with those nice postmodern gray office chairs.
In all seriousness, folks, it is unbelievable to be here again at another PlayStation Experience. So exciting to have all of you here. I really give yourselves a round of applause for joining us here in Anaheim.
This is
Wow.
this is the fourth one.
It's the fourth one. And I can't think of a better way to close out this highly memorable year than with my friends. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. Really.
Yeah, it's incredible. And Sean, it's been a heck of a year.
Wow, hasn't it been just? It's been a crazy year, 2017. I think we saw a lot of great game releases. Any Uncharted fans out there? So Lost Legacy was awesome. We're certainly proud and pleased with what our friends in Amsterdam pulled together with Horizon Zero Dawn. And then without telling anybody, just kind of slipped the Frozen Wilds out there.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do.
Sneak it out there. I mean, what's great too is the year got off to such an incredible start. Resident Evil 7, one of my absolute favorites this year.
Yes.
If you haven't played that in PlayStation VR, you haven't played it. Persona 5, Nier Automata.
Right? Yeah.
Incredible year, incredible games. One of the strongest years game lineups I've seen in years.
My personal favorite, one of them anyway, is Everybody's Golf.
That's a terrific game.
Can we get some love for my golf game, please?
Gravity Rush 2.
Gravity Rush 2, yeah.
You could sit here all night, literally listing all the incredible games that came out this year.
Right.
But we've got a little bit more in store.
We've got other things to do.
That's right.
Yes, that's right.
You know, I mean, I think it's such a special year. And I mean, then we had Paris Games Week. I mean, you know.
Went really well. We saw the reveal of Sucker Punch's new opus, Ghost.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, that's going to be great. We saw some of that in the trailer right now. But, there was a lot that happened in 2017, and we can talk about that, and we can share some of our memories of that with everybody here. But 2018 that's going to be great. We saw some of that in the trailer right now. There was a lot that happened in 2017, and
we're going to talk a little bit about 2018 here tonight. We're also going to bring you closer to some of the world's top developers right here. I think it's something that makes PlayStation experience unique and special. You folks can be right here with us, all of our friends right here.
Thus all the furniture.
And all this furniture right here.
We're going to try to build a super group up here.
You can tell us what you think at the end, but I think we have a special night here ahead of us. We're going to have some old friends dropping by, Sean.
Yeah, we're going to have our group chairman, Andy House, is in the house.
That's right.
He'll be joining us later with our old friend, Mark Cerny.
That's right. PS4 system architect. Mark Cerny's dropping by.
Right.
Are you guys fans of God of War? You like God of War? Okay. Corey Barlog from Santa Monica Studio. He's going to come in and give us a development update here tonight.
Right. The taxi's outside with the meter running, but Corey's going to run in here, deliver a report, and then get right back to the studio and get that work done. And we're having Media
Hello.
Yeah, Media Molecule. Did you guys check out the Game Awards last night? You see that new trailer?
Yeah, I thought that was awesome.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Doing great stuff.
We're also going to take another look at Concrete Genie here a little bit later tonight. One we're all very, very excited about. Another one we announced at Paris this year. So we're going to have some updates on 2018 games. We're going to take a peek or two at the PlayStation Experience show floor, which I know a lot of you are going to be excited to check out over the weekend. And there might be a surprise or two in store, Sean. What do you think?
I think there's more than a surprise or two, indeed. Right. And we have some shots of that. We're going to go to that now, or?
Yeah, we're gonna. So we got a big weekend here, and actually, one of the things I'm personally super excited for are the panels we've got going on.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
It's a great lineup.
Really killer panel lineup. I think the best we've ever had. I mean, look at this stuff here. We've got Naughty Dog doing not one but two panels. The cast of The Last of Us 2 will be right here, right on this stage. Actually, you'll be able to see them. You'll be able to see all the Uncharted voice actors for the big 10-year anniversary. Sucker Punch stopping by, Media Molecule stopping by. Super excited that Justin Roiland and William Pugh are going to be stopping by. I'm a huge Rick and Morty fan. I can't wait to see what these guys are up to at the Counting Plus. So it's just a lot of great stuff.
Yes.
Then can we talk about that show floor?
Yes, the show floor. We were taking a look at that earlier today. It's like nothing we've done before.
Yeah, we have some photos, I think, too. If we could. Show
can we put this up on the screen?
Oh. Days Gone. I mean, that's an experience right there. Get your phone ready.
Yeah, that's the entryway, so you're going to have to find a way to get through that.
Are they ticklish? We'll find out
tomorrow. We're going to find out, yeah.
Another one.
And one of them is a real human. You have to find out which one that is.
Another one I'm really excited about. It's incredible. Shadow of the Colossus. Wait till you see this. Tell them what they get to do, Sean.
So what you get to do, this is one of the key colossi from the game. You will be able to climb up the back of it and put that sword right into the center of his head. It's the thing you've wanted to do when playing the game. You'll be able to do it now tomorrow at the show.
It's incredible. I mean, that's just a taste. There's so much more. It's the biggest show we've done yet. So I hope you all check it out tomorrow and let us know what you think. Got a lot of PlayStation VR here. I know not everyone gets a chance to go on with this. This is the Inpatient.
The Inpatient is here.
It's the Inpatient from Supermassive.
Oh, that was nice of Oz to sit in the wheelchair like that.
Yeah.
But you will be taken into this experience via wheelchair, and you will have an asylum experience, just like it is in the game.
They wheel you in,
totally
they close
creepy.
the curtain, and you play the demo. It's incredible.
Yeah.
So
it's not for the faint of heart.
Not at all. So around 80 playable PlayStation VR experiences here over the weekend. And so lots to see and do on the PlayStation VR.
Hello， 大家好啊，歡迎收聽阿 K 啦級。咁就Sony Present 2017就啱啱開始咗啦。咁兩位嘅主持 sorry， 我睇唔得切佢哋叫乜名。咁就亦都啱開始講起啲關於 PSVR 嘅嘢，係啦。咁就唔講太多嘢住，咁啊大家可以睇一睇先。
Firewall Zero Hour, I think is the full title. Let's take a look at that.
Yeah, here we go. This is the first gameplay we're seeing of Firewall. Now, this is actually from the folks at First Contact Entertainment. They're serious shooter developers. This is a team-based 4v4 tactical first-person shooter. So, attack and defense on the two teams, and there's a huge amount of emphasis being placed on sort of the tense motions and movements. It's the pacing is very realistic. Peeking around corners here, we're going to see some of that here in the footage, but just a very early sneak peek for all of you here. Firewall is coming to PlayStation VR. You'll be able to use either a DualShock or your PlayStation VR aim controller, if you've ever picked up one of those with Farpoint or something like that. So this is looking mighty promising, I gotta say.
Oh, it's incredible. It's so tense to be in that four on four, trapped in the room, throwing flashbangs and trying to clear rooms out of enemies.
Yeah, this is one we've been wanting to tell folks about for a while, and I know people who have tried it have really come out raving. So,
and it's on the floor.
That's right. It's on the floor here. You'll be able to play it this weekend, 4-on-4, Firewall. And it will be exclusive to PlayStation VR, so excited to see that. So, Sean, what else do we have on the VR front? Anything else?
We have a gift. And a year ago, we launched one of my most favorite games, The Last Guardian. Any Last Guardian fans? It was such a seminal moment for my career because I think I've been working on that game my entire career. and so we were able to ship it last year around this time. And in the meantime, Ueda-san and the group have come together, and they've made a VR experience based in the world of Last Guardian, where you'll be able to go in there and experience that with Trico, calling the beast and moving across a level. It's probably, 15, 20 minutes of gameplay. But we'll be putting that up on the PlayStation Store
December 12th here in the US and Europe.
And that's our Christmas present to everybody. Right. So please go get it.
Next week it's free.
Yeah.
It is actually a standalone experience.
Yes.
You don't need to actually own The Last Guardian either. So if you've got PlayStation VR, you can get The Last Guardian VR demo.
Right now.
Here we go. Seeing a little footage here. Sean, do you think Trico's feathers are more plush and downy in VR?
Well, I think you can only rub them one way. But yes, plush and downy would be one way to call it.
Yeah, there he is.
There, and you'll be able to call her.
Our fine feathered friend.
Yeah, it's something else. It really is. So please make some time during the next couple of days and get in and try
it. 呢隻汪達與巨像嘅 VR 版。
Nice stocking stuffer there. So that's the Last Guardian VR demo coming out next week.
Right. But wait, there's more.
There is more. There is more.
We like to go back from time to time and look at some of our classic catalog games that we have, because we believe that a great game is always a great game, and sometimes you have to refresh and bring them back on new platforms because sadly you can't go out and buy a PS1 and play it. So what we have here is we've taken a game we delivered last year. We brought Wipeout back, and now we're going to bring out Wipeout VR.
Yeah, let's check out the trailer.
咁啱先就睇咗一個預告啦，咁就係呢個 Whip Out 嘅一隻叫 Whip Out 嘅賽車 game 啦。咁呢一隻賽車 game 就係 好戰鬥式風格嘅一款賽車遊戲嚟嘅。咁亦都係有別於一般好正式，譬如好似係 GT Sport 啊嗰啲嘅賽車 game 咧，咁應該有一啲友情破壞類嘅遊戲嚟㗎啦。
That looks great.
Shadow the Colossus, which
And that's all going to be playable on the show
all
floor.
playable on the show floor. And Shadow the Colossus is being played on PlayStation 4 Pro. And wait till you see that.
Yeah.
It is stunning.
Amazing.
But before we get into all the 2018 stuff, because we got some more to talk about there.
We got a lot of chairs here.
Got a lot of chairs here. So I wanted to revisit what I think is 2017's biggest game. So please welcome Herman Hulst from Guerrilla Games.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Herman Hulst.
I'm wearing a tall neck tonight. Hey, Sean.
Hey, Herman.
Where's Sid? Wow, we have a lot of family.
Yeah, we do. Big family. Yeah.
We love
How are you guys?
Herman, you're looking rested.
好 Herman Host 咁就係呢位 Herman Host 就係Horizon Zero Dawn 呢隻遊戲嘅其中一位執行人啦。咁亦都係邀請咗佢上嚟去講解呢一款遊戲有啲乜嘢嘅特別之處。
You guys just shipped the Frozen Wilds too. I mean, that's one hell of a year.
It's been a fantastic year. I mean, we worked on this game for 7 years, and then when you finally get it in the hands of you guys, and we hear about it and we see people being so active, it's just heartwarming for us.
Yeah, and then you got the Frozen Wilds, which you just put out too. I mean, that's a whole bunch of new content. It's unusual to see an expansion, I think, of that size come out the same year as a title as big as Horizon Zero Dawn.
And you know what? We actually just started working on it the week after we shipped.
Oh, yeah?
So there was no preparation, there was no time for that at all. So it was a good chunk of content that we made in, 8-9 months. It's been a busy year.
Impressive. So, given the fact the game is a huge hit, what sort of surprised you most in terms of the fan reaction?
Wow, there's been so many surprises on this project. I would say just the feedback from the audience. I mean, we've had such amazing responses. We got this is a mail that Sean forwarded on to me from a president of one of the game studios. He had 4 daughters, and he just sent this note that his daughters, young girls, they rearranged the furniture in their home. So that they could practice like Aloy, because it was a character that for the first time actually looked like them. And it's these kind of responses, or it's the cosplayers that so many of them, they've come out to the studio, they've kind of become super fans, they invest so much in them. Or the sheer amount of time that people spend in the game. Photo mode, some people have spent weeks and weeks just not taking snaps, because it actually borders pretty much professional photography.
It's incredible, yeah.
So it's actually the extent of that kind of feedback that's been the most surprising to me.
Well, and it's great to have such a strong female protagonist that has been, loved by the entire PlayStation community. We've just created a whole new icon for our industry.
Beautiful game, one of my absolute favorites this year. Now, okay, from my selfish perspective, one of the reasons I'm so pleased to see Horizon be such a huge hit is because, well, it's a single-player game. And I love single-player games. I mean, I think it's fair to say it seems like people still want them. What do you think?
I've answered that question right there.
I think they're dead, man. No, the strange thing is it's by far our best-selling game, and it's the first solely single-player game that we've made in a long time. I don't really get the debate that much. To me, when you're somebody like myself, sometimes you're after this kind of magical, unbroken narrative experience, and there is no other way really than having that single player experience. So there will always be a market for that. It's hugely important.
Especially in a world as unique and exotic and interesting as Horizon Zero Dawn, with a character as interesting and unique as Aloy. So
you don't want to be interrupted. You want to be in that magic spell and stay there. And that's why sometimes a single-player game can be the best option.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Herman, you're going to stay with us here tonight, and we're going to have some other folks dropping in. Thank you so much, Herman. Horizon is not the only narrative-based single-player game PlayStation's focused on right now. Anyone interested in a small, handcrafted artisan franchise by the name of God of War?
I am.
Okay. Well, in that case, how about we welcome Cory Barlog? He's a creative director at Santa Monica Studio.
好啦，咁亦都係講解完一輪啦，咁就阿 Herman Host 佢對呢一隻遊戲出現嘅感想之後，咁亦都係邀請到另外一位遊戲嘅執行人，另外一款遊戲嘅執行人《God of War》嘅執行人，係啦，嚟到去講解下阿 Cory， 係啦。
Oh boy, Cory Barlog, great to see you again.
Good to see you.
Cory Barlog.
Here.
All right, well, you know what? I'm going to cut to the chase on this one. Can we get a little bit of a status check on God of War? How's that one coming along?
Jesus, Sid, no kind of run-up?
No.
No foreplay, just right to it. All right, fantastic. It's going really good. We are in a final phases right now, doing a lot of play testing. He's very excited. I'm very excited. But it is, you know, it's a big game. I can't hear you. Louder?
好面點啊！
Freebird? Is that what?
You feeling confident, Cory?
Oh, absolutely. I'm feeling very good about things. I would love to be able to tell people when we're going to release it, but my dog ate the release date, so I don't have that right now. But I can tell you a little bit more about it. Right now, we are in the playtesting phases. In fact, this week we just finished up playtest. And over the last 4 or 5 playtests we've been clocking in, I think the total gameplay time is somewhere in the arena of 25 to 35 hours.
Whoa.
So
Huge game.
That's big. I mean,
it's not as big as his game, but I'm, getting there.
It's close.
Yeah.
It's getting there. I mean, I got to say, I was assuming it was in the maybe 10, 15, 20 hours.
Yeah, that's what I was telling people.
Yeah.
And then we sort of accidentally made it a lot bigger.
Oops. Yeah. It's twice as big as we expected. That's funny.
Yeah.
So, Sean, a question I've been wondering about. Cory obviously has a very unique vision here for God of War. It is quite a shift from what we've seen from the last six games, I think it is, in the series.
Right.
So what was it about Cory's pitch and his vision that sold worldwide studios on this new God of War?
A bribe.
Well, he said he'd ship in 2018. Cory has so much expertise and knowledge and special secret skills, as if he might have sat in some library at some university and reading all the forbidden, Norse mythology books they have in the back room.
This is totally true.
And so when he took me through his vision for the game and really taking it to a new place, not only by the camera angle, but the type of story we're telling, a more narrative-driven and not so brawler-driven kind of game, I thought this is exactly the place where we need to take something like the God of War franchise. It keeps it true to its roots, yet makes it new all over again for a new audience. And that's what Cory sold me on. It took him about 90 minutes to tell you. I just told you in 4 minutes. But it was exactly what...
I'm a bit loquacious like that.
But, ladies and gentlemen, this is the guy who's already shipped his game, and this is the guy who's in crunch.
He is way more relaxed.
Compare and contrast.
What are you still doing here, man? You gotta be. What's the bug count?
Right. I'm getting texted right now with the bug count.
So Cory, the game is at least bigger than I expected. I can say that based on what you've been telling me. It's large. It's large. So, but in a big world like that, how do you sort of keep a narrative focus? How do you stay on track with the player?
而其中一個主持人都講到啦，今集 God of War 呢一款遊戲，比佢預想之中個世界係更大，咁點樣可以集中翻喺個故事上邊？呢個係成個製作團隊要應付到嘅其中一個問題。
Kind of a fun exploration in the world.
The tour bus.
The tour bus.
I think we use the analogy of a theme park just around the corner here, Disneyland, for making Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh.
We're a tour bus.
And that really was like a theme park. Too.
It's a theme park.
It's amazing.
So, Corey, since we got you here, I wanted to run through the latest gameplay footage, actually, that we saw at Paris from God of War. But because we got you here, you can add some context and some information that we maybe didn't have back then.
Oh, good.
So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and roll that.
So
go ahead and roll that.
I'm going to say something right away. I was talking about playtesting. We were still building the system for the kids' ability to talk in-game, the banter system we call it. So Atreus in the game wasn't fully talking a lot, so when we made this video, I was dropping the audio in without us having playtested it. So I treat this video a little bit like it was a giant playtest with the world. So we sort of discovered, as we sent it out, in a playtest that was happening almost the same time this was coming out, that we were like, oh man, he talks too much. We need to chill that out a little bit. So it was kind of a fantastic realization. This right here was meant to give you a little bit of a glimpse into sort of the moment-to-moment combat. Previous ones we had focused a little bit on the story and the tone and the world, and this is kind of giving you that sense that we haven't really lost that pick-up-and-play aspect of God of War, and all the encounters were really going to allow the player to really open up and use their own creativity in each of the experiences, using the environment, using other characters against each other. It's very fun, and this is really just a area you find in the game when you're around exploring. So this is not even the sort of main critical path.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's kind of honeycombed with secrets and extra paths.
Honeycomb, that's nice.
You like that? Yeah.
It's good.
Put that in the marketing book.
It is absolutely honeycombed.
Now, I remember there being something here at the end of this.
Oh, yeah. Well, because it was Halloween, right? You just got to scare the shit out of people.
Anything you can share about that particular ghoul?
That's the Revenant. One
突
of the
然
characters
之間有一幕爆咗出嚟。
And those are characters that are practitioners of Sather magic, and they've been doing it for so long they've kind of lost their humanity and their sort of human form, if you will, possessed by the drug of magic.
The drug of magic.
Right.
All right.
And it's a honeycomb, really.
So we have tour buses, we have honeycomb.
Right.
That's right. Theme park.
I'm so good at this.
Corey, it's been 6 games. This will actually be the 7th game, I believe, in the God of War series.
I think it's actually, if you include the mobile,
I was
like on
wondering
8,
if, yeah,
right?
so...
God of War Betrayal, man. It's all about that.
That's right. So, and expectations. I mean, there's a big history with this title.
There really is. Very tirelessly, we are constantly getting feedback from our playtesters, paying attention to what people are seeing when we are showing stuff. This is a labor of love for everybody at Santa Monica. So a lot of people have worked on this franchise from the beginning. We care a tremendous amount about this game. So we hope that you all do as well.
Herman, I mean, you guys shipped this year. Do you have any advice?
Keep going back to these.
I know. I'm trying to help you.
Right.
I'm trying to help you.
All right,
Herman, you
sweet.
guys shipped. So you've been where where Corey is right now. Do you have any words of wisdom? Any advice?
Lots of coffee. No, so Corey's now in a place where your peak productivity, every hour counts. I really don't know what he's doing here right now. He should be back in the studio. But it's also the most interesting phase in the project where everything kind of falls into place. And I know because we're pretty close, Guerrilla Games and Santa Monica Studio, we actually visit each other. We do an exchange program. We have a lot of people that have been on site of this team. And I know that these guys are in a situation now where everything is falling into place. So it's going to be magical. I can't wait to visit soon.
Yes. I want to visit you guys too. I never have gotten a chance. Everybody else goes out there.
Invitation is open.
Right.
You're
All right.
busy.
Finish the game.
Totally going out there. We should crowdfund that.
Did we say that Corey needs to go finish
I
the
think
game?
you
Did we say that?
You speak for a lot of people here. I think when you say that.
Right. We'll just delay the game. I'll go out there.
Corey, I don't know if you got a chance to check out the God of War booth that's actually being built right this minute here at PlayStation.
I have not seen it live in person. I've seen photos and then heard about it over the phone. Wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to, there's a lot of great photo ops. You'll be able to kind of wear the Kratos face paint, be able to don the armor, take photos. But there's a special reward for those who are brave enough to get their head shaven.
Yeah.
Any takers out there? Who's daring enough?
Oh, seriously?
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Well.
Okay, we're gonna do it now. I left it at home.
Corey, thank you so much.
Thank
we're
you.
gonna have some other guests dropping by here. On that note, it sounds like some folks here watched the Game Awards last night, right? Okay. We got an awesome new look at Dreams, and I thought it might be fun to learn a little bit more about it. What do you think?
咁啱先都有睇到音樂就係一啲嘅展品展示啦，咁就係呢個 God of War 嘅兩位主角嘅一個等身大嘅模型係啦，咁咧就會喺當地會場嗰度就會係放出嚟，咁俾大家去觀賞下嘅。
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Siobhan Reddy.
Siobhan Reddy， 哇，好難讀啊，真係。咁就係另外一款遊戲製作人叫 Dreams 嘅呢一款遊戲嘅製作人啦，係啦。
I made you shake it.
Hello, good to see you. Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
This is the more relaxing seat.
This is so relaxing.
It's lovely.
I
Very
feel
nice.
separate.
Well, we could just
I
all...
feel apart.
This is the stress seat. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll take it on. All right.
Siobhan, I gotta ask, I mean, what's Media Molecule been up to lately?
Well, we have just been so busy. Heads down, getting Dreams ready for everybody. So we're so excited to be here at PSX and sharing the project. You know, for us, like we're a studio that loves to, you know, bring new experiences and innovative new experiences to everybody, and can't wait to see what you're going to do with it.
How would you describe Dreams? I mean, it seems like a game that's kind of hard to describe, if I'm frank.
Well, I mean, so we did make Little Big Planet, and for us, Dreams is our next step into the Play, Create, Share domain. And I mean, in the trailer that we released last night, like the really important thing about that announced our story mode and sort of showed what the story is that we're making. But also the really important thing about that is that everything was made in Dreams. So, you know, Create this time is that you can create absolutely anything. You can create games, you can create movies, like all of the characters, the animation, the logic, everything was made in Dreams. And so for us, that's what's a really big differentiator. And then you can share it with the world. So really it is like that next step on with Play, Create, Share.
Tell us a little bit more about what we're seeing here in the story mode. I mean, I think there was sort of like 3 different dreams or universes that we were kind of looking at.
Oh, it's cool. So here you have little debug. So basically our story mode is 3 interwoven stories, and it's called Art's Dream. Here you're seeing debug. This is the sort of more sci-fi theme. And we decided that instead of just sort of going with one type of gameplay and one type of look, we would do the 3. So this is a sci-fi, and we also have the sort of film noir setting, which is point-and-click adventure, and there is the childhood fantasy, which is kind of classic MM with a bit of horror stuck in.
Yeah, and I think we're seeing this
here
right
is
now.
the
Yep.
noir. Yep.
Looks lovely. I mean, it's so interesting to me. You could build something like this. I mean,
Oh,
They
well,
look so different, all of them.
yeah.
yeah. Well, that's sort of the point, because we want to show people the breadth of what can be done with the tools. And you know, this theme here, the mystery theme, is it's absolutely gorgeous. The whole theme is just drop dead stunning. And for us, like, it was really important sort of to bring in these, you know, painterly looks and sort of the chiseled characters. Here we have a map, and so this is sort of how the dream is laid out. And so you'll see that as you play through it, we're beginning here now into Art's Dream. So yeah, Art here is the main character, and this is again in the noir setting. But yeah, for us it was the idea of like taking these 3 different settings and sort of binding them together into an interwoven narrative for people to experience.
And not to belabor the point, but you've made all of this in the Dreams engine.
That's right. All of it is running real time in Dreams.
Right.
All made in Dreams, running real time.
And the tools are there that someone could recreate that
That's right. Yep.
on their own.
Yep. They're all there.
Wow.
I mean, one
Yeah, I
question.
mean, that's the exciting thing.
Yeah, I've just always been wondering with this title. I mean, how far sort of does the rabbit hole go when it comes to genres? I mean, can you make like racing games? Can you
Yeah.
make RPGs?
Yep.
Can you make? I mean,
I think what we learned from LBP is give people the tools, and they'll be able. We just saw the most extraordinary things, and Dreams is just it's just so much deeper than LBP. So I mean, for us, like we're so excited because there's absolutely the sky is the limit. And I think we'll actually start to see almost like a bit of genre bending, different genres coming together, and that's going to be super exciting.
It strikes me, Corey. I mean, would there be any benefit to God of War maybe borrowing some of this Dreams technology? Would that help you get across the finish line a little quicker?
I would have had a release date today had I had.
Speaking of that, actually, Shaban, do we have a target release time here for Dreams?
So we're releasing 2018.
Great.
Yeah. So we're ready, getting ready. Yep.
I would imagine you need some kind of beta or something to really launch a game like this.
That's right. Yeah. So we're going to do a beta prior to launch, but yeah, we're not announcing the exact dates just yet. But yeah, that will definitely happen, and we know that our community are desperate to get it onto the beta, so we'll be definitely doing that.
And so are your sister studios within the Worldwide
I
Studio.
know. Well,
Anxious
come on
to
over.
get-
Come on over.
Will do.
Yeah.
I'm sure you
we
guys
get a copy early, right?
Yeah. Well, we'd love to do the jam, Worldwide Studios Jam. Like,
There
how
you
cool
go.
would that be?
I like that.
Awesome.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
I mean, we're going to
We're
do it.
jamming.
Like, I just think it would be the best.
I'll cover the pizza for that.
All right, thanks, Shaban. We've been doing a lot of talking here tonight. I kind of feel like playing a game, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you want to play a game?
Play something.
Play a game with us? Okay. Any of you guys have any ideas about a fun game to play with friends?
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee?
Yes. Yeah.
We're going to just sit down and play Yahtzee right here on the stage. I've got an
It's
idea.
ladders, yeah.
I've got an idea. That's Overcooked. Overcooked is a brilliant game. No, we're not going to play Overcooked up here. We're going to play...
We've done Until Dawn before in the group setting.
Yes, we're going to play Detroit Become Human. Please welcome Guillaume from Quantic Dream.
啱先都講到啦，Dreams 呢一款遊戲咧，咁其實就係一款創作性十分之高嘅遊戲啦。咁除咗係有既定嘅一啲關卡之外，亦都可以去玩其他玩家 upload 上嚟嘅一啲嘅情景，咁令到成個遊戲嘅樂趣更加大嘅。好啦，跟住落嚟嘅就係請到Detroit 嘅製作人，個名太長，我唔係幾識讀。
Yeah, this is going to be exciting. We got the idea from the very first PlayStation experience, by the way, where we fired up Until Dawn. Great game. I'm sure you guys are fans
Absolutely.
of it. And had everyone cheer and hoot and holler to decide what actions we should take. But before we do that, we'll do that in just a minute. Guillaume, I wanted to ask, what inspired Detroit Become Human?
Well, as you know, in 2011, we started to work on a tech demo called Kara.
Oh, yeah.
And, this Android that is getting built. And when it released in 2012, we showed it as a prototype. Everyone was asking us, what happens to Kara when she goes out into the world? And so David Cage and the team started to work on, what happens when she comes out. And so we imagined this world in about 20 years when human-like androids are really commonplace. So they're everywhere. They've taken on actually most jobs of humans. And although they look and speak and behave like human beings, they're only machines. They're really at the service of humans. And so in the game, you're going to play as 3 of these androids. Kara, of course, Connor, and Marcus. And they're each very different models. They have their own backstory. They have their own place in society. And as the player, you will have to make critical decisions that is going to impact their fate. So you're really going to be in control of the story and change the way the story unfolds.
I love games like this. And The great news is this is playable here this weekend at PlayStation Experience. But I don't want to wait. Why wait, right? I want it all. I want to open my presents right now. So Guillaume, take your position, please. Guillaume will be playing on PS4 Pro. And here's what's going to happen is all you early bird ticket holders out there, you're going to help Guillaume make decisions in this game. And you're going to do that by making noise, right?
I don't hear you well, so please.
好啦，咁 Detroit 嘅製作人就開始去親身去試玩呢一款遊戲，係啦，亦都話俾大家聽，呢一隻遊戲有啲咩特別嘅地方。
And so we're going into this hostage scene where the house android has taken a little girl hostage. And we're going to try and save the girl. X for Sean, no? Okay, now I'm in control of the character. I can really move him around the way I want with the left analog stick. With the right analog stick, I can interact. So Connor is very intelligent.
一款好人工智能式嘅遊戲，係啦，甚至。
Too late, too late. There's no sound.
All right, ma'am. You need to go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a real person?
畫面做得好鬼靚。
Remember that every action has a consequence. So at any moment you can hold R2 and you enter what we call the mind palace of the character, shows you your objectives.
I don't give a shit. My men are ready to step in. Just give the order.
So here, for instance, I can see that I can
透過撳 R 二掣，佢話啦，撳 R 二掣去揾到個 objective 出嚟。
Captain Allen, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
It's firing at everything that moves. It already shot down 2 of my men. We could easily get it, but they're on the edge of the balcony. If it falls, she falls.
Okay, quick, so I can ask him about the deviant's name, emotional shock.
Has he experienced an emotional shock recently?
I haven't got a clue. Does it matter?
I need information to determine the best approach. Have you tried its deactivation codes?
The first thing we tried. Listen, saving that kid is all that matters. So either you deal with this fucking android now, or I'll take care of it.
Okay. Don't know if we said the right thing here, but okay. So as Connor the investigator, I have special abilities. One of his abilities of Connor is that he can analyze evidence.
亦都可以喺現場做一啲嘅搜證啦，咁去尋找一啲嘅線索。
So you can basically reconstruct what has
嚟
happened
到去
in
模擬
in
翻
recent past. So here, for instance, you can see that someone
一啲嘅情景出嚟。
wallet here. So the deviant took the father's son. Okay, so we have unlocked something here, apparently, that we may use later in the game. So I'm going to further investigate this
嚟到
apartment,
增加
which is actually
個
fairly
成功率
large.
嘅。
So here, sorry.
Oops.
So there's really nothing you have to do. So dog here. Okay, now we know the deviant's name is Daniel. Maybe something that we can use later on. Way up. Good. So at any moment I can press R2 here and see, you know, those little yellow flags. That's an indication of everything that's interactive in the scene.
咁咧
So let's take a look at this
就
person here.
喺有黃旗嘅地方去做一啲嘅搜證啦，係啦，咁啊攞到更多嘅資料就會有更高嘅成功率。
I have a bad controller that we know now. Okay, and now I can reconstruct and try to understand what happened with him. And it's really part of the gameplay to also play with the camera. Try to find clues.
This is kind of creepy, Guillaume.
Okay, we found something. I've
咁咧
unlocked.
喺一啲嘅模擬嘅
Will I be able to
重現
analyze?
動作入邊咧，咁就去揾一啲另外嘅線索出嚟啦。咁啊，包括喺頭先嗰個動作，喺頭先嗰個模擬動作嗰度就揾到部平板啦。咁
Okay, now we understand
亦
probably what
都
happened.
係
Deviant
知
was
道
going to be replaced.
係
Didn't like it.
想 replace， 即係想去揾樣嘢去代替。
All right, so that
揾
was
個
a
新嘅機械人
software
嚟到
that
代替
time
佢
is
舊
of the
機械人啦，跟住之後就發生咗一啲槍聲啦。
Here again, I can reconstruct the events, try to understand what happened. I can turn the camera. And now I found a
咁
weapon.
從而就可以確定到呢位已經死亡嘅 警官
Shall I take the
支
weapon?
槍嘅位置。咁其實每一個如果就咁睇嘅話咧，每一個選擇嘅分歧咧，亦都會影響到之後嘅故事發展嘅，我相信。
Okay, now we need to be quick.
Don't come any closer or I'll jump.
Hi, Daniel. My name is Connor.
How do you know my name?
I know a lot of things about you. I've come to get you out of this.
Ooh, I need to approach slowly. So, what do you want?
I know you're angry, Daniel. But you need to trust me. Let me help you.
I don't want your help. Nobody can help me.
Shall we help the cop?
He's losing blood. If we don't get him to a hospital, he's going to die.
All humans die eventually. What does it matter if this one dies now?
I'm going to apply a tourniquet.
Don't touch him. Touch him and I kill you.
What should I do?
係啦，去不斷去選擇一啲嘅分支。
Truth or lie?
I don't have a gun.
You're lying. I know you have a gun.
I'm telling you the truth, Daniel. I came here unarmed.
Okay, so now we can use what we've unlocked. Quick.
I know you and Emma were very close. You think she betrayed you, but she's done nothing wrong.
She lied to me.
That's good.
I thought she
咁啊，而個成功率亦都去到82% 啦。
She's just like all the other humans.
What should I do? Quick.
They were going to replace you, and you became upset. That's what happened, right?
I thought I was part of the family. I thought I mattered. But I was just their toy. Something you throw away when you're done with.
What should I do? Quick.
Listen, I know it's not your fault. These emotions you're feeling are just errors in your software.
No, it's not my fault. I never wanted this. I loved them, you know? But I was nothing to them. Just a slave to be ordered around. I can't stand that noise anymore. Tell that helicopter to get out of here.
What should I do?
成件事一開始變到好緊張啊！
I'm your last chance, Daniel. If you let it slip, they'll kill you. Let the hostage go. You have no other
Uh-oh.
choice.
I want everyone to leave. And I want a car. When I'm outside the city, I'll let her go.
Quick. Shall we?
在場觀眾都好迅雷不及掩耳就爆咗佢頭啦！
I knew you would say that.
Nice job. Nice job. Well done.
You guys should be very proud you saved the fish.
Got to save that fish. That was incredibly tense. And I'll tell you, I played that 2 or 3 different times. I didn't even know you could do that. I would always talk them out of it, or, I mean, how many ways are there to solve that situation?
There are many ways, but more than the different endings, and that's true for this scene, but for all the other scenes, everything that you do has a consequence. And so you have to experience it for yourself, because watching someone play and playing it yourself is really totally different. But we're really trying to give players the possibility to make decisive decisions that are going to impact each of the characters' fate and totally change the story. And it's really our most ambitious project. It's the most branching narrative that we've ever created. And it's also the most incredible game that we've created, because we are touching upon certain themes that are, socially relevant. And we think that we're going to touch players on an emotional level and give them the opportunity to experience something really, really different.
Well, you touched me on an emotional level, I can tell you that right now. What about you guys down there?
Touched?
Yep, touched.
Wow. Intense.
How many pages is the script? I need to know.
So David Cage says 2,000. I counted them, it's slightly more.
Yeah, slightly more. There's a lot more, probably.
Yeah. Well, we are at the end of the development, obviously, and yeah, we have thousands of story permutations that we're going through. It's hell.
So wait, you have been working on this for 7 years, and you said you were working on yours for how long were you working on yours?
Pretty much, yeah.
7?
I mean,
Seriously,
that's the
I'm
magic
5
number.
years,
It's the magic number.
less than 5 years.
We'll be
I worked
thinking
for
about
extra
the
2
game.
years,
We're
yeah.
thinking about the game for 3 years, then we start developing.
Oh, there you go. So 10.
But it's necessary.
Everybody's just trying to top me. That's cool.
Finish the game, Corey.
Yeah.
Now I don't want to. Now I want to take an additional 2 to 3 years.
Do I have more time?
No, I'm just kidding. 2 years is fine. Yeah.
Great job, everybody. You saved the hostage. That was Detroit
And the
Become
fish.
Human. Play it this weekend.
And you
Play
saved
that.
the fish.
Get a totally different experience. Who knows? That is coming out next year, right? Next year on PS4?
It is coming out next year in spring.
I am buying that.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Oh, Guillaume, you just laid it right out there.
Exclusive. Okay, well, very cool, good stuff so far. But I gotta say, who wants to see some trailers? You want to see some new game trailers? All right. Let's see some new game trailers. Roll it.
咁啊一輪試玩同埋一輪試玩之後啦，咁亦都會而家就播一啲嘅新作嘅預告係啦。呢隻望落好似好歡樂咁樣咯。
You put trash in the hole and it gets bigger. You know what would be cool? If it actually ran at 60 frames per second. Dude, it does. Look at the screen. Does it have a platinum trophy? I don't know. I just started. So like, what's the point of the game?
呢隻係咪要將所有嘅嘢全部落晒落窿度？
Oh, sick. This game has Updog, right?
What's Updog? What's Updog? Seriously, what's Updog?
吓？即係點啊？有啲難明喎。 跟住下一隻係一隻PSVR 嘅遊戲。一隻叫 Jupiter and Mars 嘅遊戲，但係畫咩嘅呢隻？有點唔係好明。哦。好似見到一啲好不得了嘅嘢。冇錯啦，新一集嘅 Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle 咁2對2嘅打法，亦都好自然地啦，會有新 character 加入。咁啊，首先就呢個 Ruby， 咁亦都會係喺呢個2018年嗰度會推出預定㗎啦。
Next time, fight like you mean it!
I am ready to fight you. Oh gods, guide me. My resolve will never falter.
咁接住 Blaze Blue 之後嘅另外一款格鬥遊戲就係呢個 Soul Calibur 6啦。咁亦都係一款非常之華麗，望落去啊非常之華麗嘅 3D 格鬥遊戲嚟嘅。公佈嘅消息就暫時尚少啦。咁如果詳細嘅話，就要留意翻Bandai Namco 嗰邊啦。咁兩款格鬥遊戲完咗之後，咁亦都好理所當然就係 Capcom 嘅 Monster Hunter World。咁呢個遊戲Monster Hunter World 呢一隻咧，亦都已經喺尋日咧就已經係開放下載呢個Beta Test 嘅測試版㗎啦。咁亦都會係喺10號嘅凌晨1點鐘，即係今日9號啦，係啦，亦都會係呢個9號嘅25點啊，嗰陣時咧就會可以開始入去玩呢個 beta test。咁呢一款重回 PlayStation 嘅作品， 除咗係可以有一貫嘅 single player 同埋 multiplayer 之外啦，咁亦都係多咗好多人物上面嘅對白，尤其是語音對白。我諗呢樣嘢係好多芒亨迷同埋我都係都幾期待嘅一個新嘅設定啦，或者係叫。
feel so compelled, then we will cross paths again at the end of all this.
Where have we been?
咁而好清楚不過啦，第一個合作嘅 event 就係同洛克人，咁就會係有呢個嗌老貓專用嘅裝備同埋呢個 BGM。咁接下來就請到兩位製作人啦 ，Mark Kelly 同埋睇唔得似咁快添，同埋呢個 Andrew House。
Yep. So, Andy, you've been at the heart of PlayStation for over 20 years now, and you've been planning a change for the last few months. Is there a little you can tell everyone about that?
Sure. You know,
sorry, 呢個 Mark Cerny 先啊 ，Cerny， Mark Cerny， Andrew House。
Some not so good times. And I think right now the business is probably in the best shape, our platform, our games, than I've ever seen it. And thank you. I hope you guys agree. And with that, and having finally achieved the creation of Sony Interactive Entertainment, bringing all of our company together under one roof. And then on top of that, having been with the same company for 27 years, 14 of those years working in Japan, it just felt like the right time to hand a great thing to the next generation, and for me to just go and find one more adventure.
So yeah, the tribute at the Game Awards last night was definitely very emotional.
Yeah.
And so tonight we have a special guest who also wants to celebrate your impact on gaming. But before that, let's roll video.
Once there was an explosion. A bang which gave birth to time and space. Once there was an explosion. A bang which set a planet spinning in that space. Once there was an explosion. A bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion.
咁而家播緊嘅呢一段 trailer 係小島工作室嘅遊戲啦。成件事十分之詭異喎。嚇！
was an explosion. A bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion.
呢個就係 Death Stranding 嘅背景問號。
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Hideo Kojima.
好，咁而小島秀夫亦都係親身現身會場，熱烈歡迎啦，唔使講啦。
So that trailer is a little strange, but the strangest thing is that after you played the game for 4 or 5 hours, all of that starts to make sense.
Really?
So, Andy, I know you and Kojima-san have a long history together. How did you meet?
We met under the worst of all possible circumstances. It was E3, I was responsible for running the show, and I was hosting an event, and I got a call on my cell phone saying, Kojima-san's code has just been stolen by a fan from the booth, and you have to go tell him. So went out into the night, we had tracked him down to a restaurant, and we called him outside, and on the sidewalk in LA told him that his precious code had been stolen, and we had no idea where it was. And I remember the looks on people's faces as some short guy was bowing deeply on the sidewalk in LA to apologize for what had just happened. Anyway, the relationship could only go in one direction from there, which is obviously up, so I'm pleased to say. ね。
はいはいはい。ご飯を食べてて、テラスみたいなところで食べてて、まあ平井さんもいましたけど、アンジさんがなぜかこう近づいてきて、こうご飯を食べてたんです。
Yeah, we were eating
その事
together.
実を聞かされて、アンジさんがずっと謝ってたんで。
We were eating at terrace, and for no reason, for no apparent reason, Andy comes out of nowhere and approaches, and then he tells the news, and he starts to apologize deeply. I remember that.
And Kojima-san's face just went white as a sheet. I've never felt so bad in my life.
でも忘れられないですよね。はい。
まさに。
その前からアンディさんとは結構会議とか、やってましたけど、まあ時がまあこうなんていうんですか、こうすごく近くに感じた時です。そうです。
It's hard to forget that. I mean, before that, I've been with Andy meetings and whatnot, but that was the first time that I really remember, closing the distance with Andy.
So, Death Stranding. Can you tell us a little bit about how that came together?
ですね。先ほどトレーラー出てましたけど、あれは実機で動いてます。プレイステーションプロで 4K です。はい。
So you just saw the trailer. That is all working in real time in a PlayStation 4 Pro.
で後半ノーマンがこう水中みたいなとこ漂ってて自分の中に入ってきますよね。あそこはプレイヤブルです。
And also in the latter half of the trailer, you see Norman in like water, kind of swimming, going to his own body. That's playable.
Wow.
Wow.
So how did Death Stranding come together? We can skip that. So maybe the world knows. So what are some of your favorite memories together?
まあ食事を一緒によくしてます。ずっと前から。
We often go and grab lunch or dinner together.
で大体仕事の話は我々しませんので。
And we barely ever talk about work.
大体70年代80年代の、テレビドラマ、これは主にアメリカヨーロッパとか、そういうのをすごく。
We mainly talk about 70s, 80s TV shows, mainly American or European TV shows.
Okay, so Kojima-san is being very modest here, because he will take on pop culture trivia in the US and Japan, 70s, 80s, and he will kick your ass. He's just an encyclopedia. I would also add that I think the most fun time most recently was sort of building a different form of relationship and seeing at first hand the sort of rebirth of Kojima Productions, and having Sony be part of that has just been really, really phenomenal from my point of
view. まあ独立するときにですね、まあいろんなところからオファーがありました。
So when I became independent, I was fortunate enough to receive offers from many different people.
で、まあいろんなところあったんですけども、やっぱり自由にものづくりがしたいので、僕のことを理解してくれているところとやりたいなというのはずっとありました。
So I had this many offers, but I wanted to keep my freedom to create exactly what I wanted. So I wanted to work with someone that understood me.
で、アンディさんにお会いして、こんなものを作りたいんだよとっていう相談をしました。
And well, I met with Andy and I told him, you know, this is kind of what I want to do.
普通は、役員室で何十人もいるところでピッチというのを散々やるわけですよ。こういうものをこういう狙いでこんだけ売り上げがあってこんだけで作りますっていうのをしないといけないんですけども。
So normally what you would do after this point is you go into executive meetings and you do a pitch of this is kind of the expected revenue, this is exactly what I'm planning and what kind of target audience I have. That's what would normally happen.
で、その時アンディさんに2、3分内容を口頭で言っただけなのに OK っていうので。
So I remember at that point I just told Andy maybe 2-3 minutes about what I wanted to do and just told him I didn't have any document and he just said, yeah, OK.
で、最初の作品なんでやっぱりアンディさんね、だいぶ付き合いも長いですし、信頼関係もあるので、それで今回のデス・ストランディングができたと。アンディさんがいなければこれはなかった、生まれなかったものです。この赤ちゃんも生まれなかった。
And it would be the first work of Kojima Productions in the independent, so it was very important for me. And well, it was all because of Andy. Without Andy, none of this would have been possible. None of this, what you saw, would have been created. None of the baby giving the thumbs up would have been possible.
I think maybe a shout out to Herman and Guerrilla Games for Decima is in order. That was really it for questions. Any final thoughts? We've run. I know we needed more cards.
I think we throw it to
Sid. いいですか？で、アンディさんと一緒にやりましょうということで、まあ。去年の1月ですかね。
So, well, going lunch with Andy last year, I think it was in January.
で、企画は考えてたんですけども、テクノロジーが全くないので、エンジンもツールもないので、その時は事務所もなかったです。
I already had a good idea of what I wanted to do, but I didn't have the technology with me. I didn't have, I didn't even have an office at that time.
で、その時、友達のマークさんを思い出して、マークさんに相談しました。
So also thought of Mark and discussed with Mark.
で、マークさんと1月世界中のスタジオを回って、そこでヘルマンさんと出会って、今のデシマエンジンがあると。
And well, went on a tour through all the studios in the world with Mark, and at that point I met with Herman, and well, that's where what led
で
to today.
これもよくいろんなところで喋ってますけども、いろんなスタジオを回ってプレゼンテーションを受けました。エンジンはこうだよとか、ツールはこうですよとかっていうのを受けました。
This is something I often mention, but in that tour I went through different studios and I got a presentation of what kind of engine each studio was using, what were the characteristics of each one.
もう僕らもう何もなかったんで、その時4人ぐらいで仮事務所だったんですけども、すごく皆さん優しくしていただきました。
At that point I had nothing. I think we were 4 people in total at a very small rented office space, but everyone was really, really kind with us.
で、ゲリラの皆さんはプレゼンテーション終わって、で、帰ろうとした時に一つの箱をくれたんですね。
And well, Guerrilla made their presentation showing us their engine, and when we were about to leave, they just gave us a small wooden box.
で、箱を開けると、そこにゲリラのエンジンのソースコードが全部入ったものが入ってたと。
And well, when we opened the box, there was the whole source code of Guerrilla's engine.
で、契約書も何も交わしてません。とにかく小島さんこれ持って帰ってくれと言われて、もうそこでもう泣きそうになって、もうこことゲームを作りたいってその時思いました。マークさんも同席されてたと思いますけど、はい。
It should be noted that at this point we had no contract, nothing, no boundaries, and they were just like, "Yeah, go ahead, please use our engine." This almost brought me down to tears, and at that point I made a decision. Okay, this is the people I want to work with. This is also in part thanks to Mark.
デス・ストランディングっていうゲームのテーマはつながりなんですよね。ストランドというか。
The theme of this, the theme of Death Stranding is connections.
で、
strands.
最初にアンディさんとソニーさんとのつながりがあって、マークさんとのつながりがあって、ヘルマンさんのつながりがあって、皆さんとのつながりがあって、今ここにデス・ストランディングが紹介できるっていうのを非常に嬉しく思います。ありがとうございます。
It started with a connection with me and Andy that led to a connection with Mark, and that led to a connection with Herman and Guerrilla Games, and that led to a connection with all the people in here, and that all those connections led to having Death Stranding here today. So I want to thank everyone for this.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Fun night, huh? You know, just get some old friends together, you know, just hang out, you know. Getting to be holiday times. I love spending time with friends and family, you know. And I count a lot of you among that. I mean, it's seriously, it's like a game development super group is stacked up on here. Just one huge name after another. Thank you so much for all of you.
We could start a musical act together. This would be wonderful, I think.
It would be incredible. What kind of game would we make if we made a game together? That's what I want to know.
We would make Death Stranding in dreams.
And it would ship in 2018.
And I still would not understand it.
Hari's on fire today.
There would be a story.
Yes, indeed. There'd be a great story.
That you'll understand at the very end.
It would come in under budget. And,
well under budget.
Well,
I'm sure.
And early, like all those things, all the things that happen.
That seriously is in your dreams.
Anyway, PlayStation Experience is just such a special time, and we have an incredible weekend lined up for everybody here. We've got all those big panels I was talking about earlier. Naughty Dog's bringing it, Sucker Punch is bringing it, Media Molecule's bringing it, and of course, tons and tons and tons of playable PS4 and PSVR titles. Lots of stuff to play. I mean, Far Cry 5's at the top of my list. You're going to be able to play Firewall Zero Hour. That's the new PlayStation VR game we announced earlier. Shadow of the Colossus, seriously, it's the third time I've said it, I know. Absolutely gorgeous. It's going to make your eyes pop out of your head. And then don't forget, we've got Capcom Cup on Sunday as well. That's going to be a lot of fun, too. That's going to be right here. I truly think it is our biggest PlayStation experience yet, and I hope you all agree when you get out there on the show floor tomorrow. Before we wrap up, though, Sean, there's been something I've been meaning to mention to you.
Way down here, all by myself on the stage.
Way down there. That's right. That's right. There's this this thing with this shirt. You know, I see it kind of peeking out there out of your... What's the deal with that? Can we get a look?
So we kind of, this kind of tradition sort of happened by accident, and that I would wear a shirt on stage at PSX, which would give an indication of kind of games to come in the future, things I want to see happen. There was the infamous Crash Bandicoot T-shirt experience, but it led our friends and partners at Activision to bring out Crash Bandicoot again, which is one of the biggest, one of our most successful titles this year. We've done that with Ratchet. We've done that with Wipeout, and now we have Wipeout VR coming.
Bib ribbon.
Yep. And so this year's shirt. Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, I don't exactly recognize it. Can you tell us anything about this?
Medieval.
Can you tell us what is that? Anyone know what that is?
It says Sir Dan. So I've been getting a lot of feedback about the title Medieval. It's a really important title in my personal journey, in my career. We worked on that when I moved to London. We would like to bring it back on PlayStation 4. We think Sir Daniel needs one more resurrection, and this is the time to do it. Thank everyone for sending their suggestions to me. Serendipitously, I'd already had this one baking in the oven, and then I saw all the pressure coming in, so I thought this was a great time to bring it out and to talk about it.
Should we roll the video?
You guys want to see a video? Let's do that.
sorry， 同小島秀夫講完一大輪嘅製作感想之後，就繼續預告片嘅時候啦。Medieval。咁亦都會係重製喺呢個 PS4 平台上邊啦，4K 畫面啦。
Medieval's coming to PS4. That's awesome.
One more thing. This shirt will also be available in the PS Store for the next 2 days at PlayStation Experience, and all proceeds from the sale of the Sir Daniel Resurrection shirt will go to Able Gamers. So, please, everybody, grab one of these shirts over the next 2 days.
Fantastic stuff. So, hey, I want to thank all of our panelists. Thanks to all of you. It's been an honor. This is an incredible bunch. You guys have been great. We have an incredible weekend planned for all of you. Coming up next is Greg Miller with Kinda Funny. We're going to take a very short intermission, but we're just getting started, so stay with us.
Be sure to stick around.
You are a warrior. You trained your whole life for this.
Wait, listen, it was all his idea. He wanted...
咁就一連串嘅短片之後就下一 part 㗎啦。咁呢個今次嘅渣渣轉播，中文渣渣轉播亦都去到呢度先。係啦，咁亦都多謝大家收睇啦，咁亦都歡迎去 subscribe 我哋嘅 YouTube channel 阿 Killa Club 同埋我哋嘅 Facebook 專頁阿 Killa Club 嘅，咁就下次再見啦，拜拜。